Patrina Best, 38, was shot and killed by her boyfriend following an argument. Carl Kearney Jr., 43, was a well-liked and trustworthy member of the community and the educational system. He made the decision to admit his actions to the police after killing the woman he loved. Before we begin this video, we would like to express our deepest sympathies to the family and friends who were severely affected by this horrible crime. We would also like to send condolences to Patrina's family and friends. Patrina Charmaine Best, 38, was born into a U.S. Navy family and grew up all around the world. She called St. Mary's, Georgia, and Honolulu home. On August 10, 1985, in Newport News, Virginia, she was born into the family of Pearson and Georgiana Best. From the moment of her birth, Giannina, her elder sister, was her closest companion. Patrina always cherished the seashore and was proud of her Bajan and Filipino ancestry. She was an excellent swimmer from a young age and continued to compete in swimming at Georgia Southern University and Camden County High School. Her strongest event was the 100 breaststroke, where she won all conference honors while attending GSU. She was very skilled at sprint freestyle. She was passionate about teaching kids to swim, and she worked as a lifeguard during her time in college. She continued her physical endeavors with CrossFit after graduating from college. From Virginia to Hawaii, she participated in CrossFit competitions and was well known for her remarkable strength and agility, as well as her contagious grin and supportive demeanor in the gym. Following her 2008 college graduation, she worked for a short while as an exercise physiologist before deciding to follow her real love and work as an operating room registered nurse. During the COVID, Patrina worked as a tour nurse across the nation after beginning her career as a nurse in Fairfax, Virginia. She cherished giving communities in desperate need of skilled or nurses her professional nursing care. Patrina was never slow to become angry and always quick to laugh. She effortlessly shared her gorgeous grin with everyone in her vicinity. She had a reputation for being amiable and full of fun. Her brightness and pleasure were contagious. She was powerful and self-reliant, yet also incredibly sensitive and caring. She was a great friend and trustworthy above all. She had an influence on a large number of people worldwide and was a truly lovely person on the inside as well.
For every epic fail that I've had in my entire life, every single one, that's going to be my testimony. The message that I'm giving out to whoever needs to hear it, and no matter what it is, be it careers, relationships, whatever the case is, just keep fighting, keep plugging away for every single fail. That's going to be your testimony.
Patricia had met and fallen in love with a man named Carl Kearney Jr. at a period in her life. After attending Georgia Southern University, Carl Dennis Kearney signed a wide receiver contract with the New York Jets in 2004. However, he did not participate in any regular season games. Following that, he became a coach at his former high school before starting at Spalding High School in 2020. He won the Most Improved title in 2022. The children and community appreciated Carl, but what really made him special was the love he showed and the work he put into being a coach. As an operating room nurse, Patrina Best traveled the country, making a lasting impression on the people she assisted. The majority of her belongings were kept at her parents' Accokeek, Maryland, residence, and she alternated between her travel nurse jobs. Before leaving for her next work in Hawaii on February 17th, she carried over her belongings from her last assignment in Georgia to Prince George's County. Carl Kearney Jr. assisted her with the relocation this time. That day, however, Kearney entered the police station and told the officers that he had strangled Patrina inside her house earlier in the morning. Upon arrival, the cops discovered that Patrina Best, 38, was not responding. In her house in Accokeek, Maryland, which is located just south of Washington, D.C., she was pronounced dead at the scene. Best and Kearney got into a fight. According to Kearney, he strangled her until she passed out. Then, in an attempt to bring her back, he he smacked her face. However, Kearney claimed he left the house with her car and headed to Virginia when Best didn't reply. After that, he traveled back to Maryland and reported what he had done to the police department. Kearney is accused of both first and second-degree assault as well as first and second-degree murder. He was refused bail in a Maryland courtroom.
This is a horrible story. Paulina Best was 38 years old. She was a traveling nurse during COVID. She was a competitive swimmer in college, and she was at her parents' home in Accokeek when Prince George's County Police say she was strangled by her boyfriend, who apparently is a well-liked high school football coach in Georgia. A constant source of joy and laughter in our lives. Best friends with her older sister from the day she was born. That's how Patrina Best's parents remember their 38-year-old daughter. She died Saturday inside their home, killed by her boyfriend, Carl Kearney Jr., according to Prince George's County Police. Court documents reveal he waived his Miranda rights and admitted to detectives that he strangled Best during an argument earlier that morning. He told detectives after it happened he had driven to Virginia in Best's car, but then drove back to Prince George's County to turn himself in. Police charged Kearney with first and second-degree murder. Kearney is a high school football coach at Spalding High School outside of Atlanta. His students were shocked by his arrest. Many said they considered him a father figure. A former student and football manager told our NBC station in Atlanta she'd seen Best with Kearney at basketball games and was in disbelief.
Just a great coach, a great teacher, a great father. He always brought his kids around us. Just a great person, and he was very well loved by everybody. I am glad that he did go turn himself in. You know, he did the right thing by doing that.
Combating domestic violence is a focus for Prince George's County State's Attorney Aisha Braveboy's office.
A few years ago, we went to Annapolis to ask that strangulation become a first-degree felony offense. We were successful in doing so. That type of offense now carries up to 25 years. What that does is it gives us an opportunity to really hold offenders accountable.
And while in this case, Kearney turned himself in, she says it doesn't make a difference in terms of the actual outcome.
We have someone who is deceased, who had every right to live. However, as the police investigate the circumstances into this case, as we consider all of the evidence, we will make the appropriate charging and potentially sentencing recommendations at the appropriate time.
Kearney's bond hearing is set for this afternoon. At the Prince George's County Courthouse, Juliana Valencia, News 4.
However, Patrina's sister disputes that they were in a relationship and refers to Carl as her sister's friend. The family of Patrina Best has expressed their shock and devastation following Best's unexpected death. We wish them peace and healing as they grieve. If you would like to stay updated with this type of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the following video.